Hello, everybody. We are back with some more commentary. These were filmed at locals that most of our guys went to over at Dean's Dugout in Naperville. For those of you who are based in Illinois, around the Chicagoland area, great store, kind of a mom and pop shop. We love supporting them. So if you're around the area looking for a place either to play or to buy your cards from, they're a great place to go to. So feel free to check them out. But here we have Joe playing Ragnaloard on the left.
Nathan.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Nathan playing Ragnaloard on the left, and then Anthony playing Machine on the right. Should be an interesting matchup, because I know Anthony loves his fucking Ragnaloard tech in his Machine deck. So yeah. It'll be interesting to see how these two match up. But yeah, so for those tuning in for the first time, again, thanks for checking the channel out. Hopefully you enjoy what you see and can keep sticking around with us. And for those who are returning, thanks for tuning in and always showing your support. We really do appreciate it. And without further ado, let's hop right into the round.
I do love that Anthony's recent comment about how his deck just feels more consistent with 3 level 7s in it. And I'm just like, I guess so, because it does seem to cook better for him when he runs like the Ragna and other stuff.
Yeah. We were talking the other night too about I think he's definitely like preparing against Bloom. Like he does not like that matchup. To be fair, he did take it against me. But he was talking about putting in Laplace, trying to sneak in a Laplace in there.
Laplace,
yeah.
Yeah, well, we see Nathan start off with Black Memory Boost. I think that was a lot of Legend Arms Alliance.
Yeah.
I think I saw there for a sec. Anthony will have a good start with that Agumon.
Mm-hmm.
Does grab an Andro, bottom decks to the card there.
Just hard passes. Which is fair. I feel like both decks have a tendency to...
It does just drop the Raiji.
If they're missing their pieces, sometimes the best thing to do is either pass or just like throw out a big guy and hope it lives.
Yeah. Hey, I think. Right. Ooh, the mat. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense because you're pitching cards.
Mm-hmm. Which is scary too, because if he can consistently get that mat out, he also has the ability to like have access to a lot of purple stuff as well, which can be scary with that man. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of, I haven't thought about that, but that does just work perfectly with Analog Man. Like, it literally, it does just, like, it's just extra, it's just 2 memory per Analog Man on top of being a memory setter.
Correct.
So you're looking at starting having a 5 memory start to your turn, which is insane.
Yeah, I remember playing against him on Thursday, and that came up, like, where he basically had that extra memory that he needed because of the mat being able to gain another memory as well.
Yeah.
See, there we go. We see play out a Chaos X. Is able to tap the mat to gain at least 1 memory.
Metal Gray Andro and Metal Tyranno. So he digivolves it for 2 and then swings for 2 checks.
Sheesh.
Does hit a Bryway, so he has to pitch a few sources there. But good start. I will say, hats off to Nathan. Every time he comes to the shop, I feel like I've seen him play Ragna. He is determined to make that deck work. And to be fair, he does decent with it. He's just limited by the fact that it's Ragna. And it's just it is inconsistency of the deck.
Oh, that's rough right there too, those reveals. Ooh.
Does grab the Raiji, bottom decks the rest.
Dude, Ragna as a Digimon is just so cool. Like, his design is so nice. His, like, lore is also super cool. The mechanic of the deck, in theory, is also super cool. It just doesn't like,
without a way to really stack the deck proper, like D-Brigade has, it does not work out. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's 3 Durandas to the bottom, no?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this deck has enough cycle to get there, and he needs that Duranda. That's crazy. Oh, it's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Chaos X. Did you roll it back down to a Tia Ludo?
Check for 2, pop 1.
Does hit a Ragna, so he has to shed a few sources. And then does hit DP boost. Oh, no. He dies because he doesn't have... Oh, no, he just takes it and Nathan scoops. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing you can do there. I mean, once Chaos exits the board, you have 3 Durandas at the bottom of your deck. You lost your field. There's not much you can do.
I mean, for those who don't, I mean, I also have to refresh myself on the mechanics of Ragna, but I think basically the way the deck works is that you want to be able to high roll into your pieces, keep slotting them in so that you can build up sort of like multiple big stacks and then go for Ragna game like as a late game play. But
Yeah,
the idea is just rough, but yeah.
It's almost kind of like how Green Gacha worked, but a little bit more forgiving, where it reveals more cards. But you basically sort of work in a way where you're revealing the top of your deck to tuck cards under your stack to proc effects.
Right.
And in a perfect world, you were able to do enough stuff like to spit out, I think, a Reggie or the Durandamon's level 5 that I'm blanking on the name of right now. But you do stuff right enough to basically spit out one of those guys for free or for reduced cost, and then you can evo past turn and go into Ragna. But you're trying to build 2 stacks that you're tucking sources. It's a lot. The deck's asking for a lot that it just doesn't have because it costs the same as much, same as not more as other decks.
Yeah.
Memory wise.
And it's hard too because you also, as you can see here, like you kind of rely on having a second body on board, so you don't necessarily want to like swing too early and get some chip damage in.
Yeah.
So like you're just in a rough spot if you don't see your pieces.
You're also limited by the fact too that because the cards are specifically black or specifically red, you can't run like one boost to hit all, and you can't run trainings either to grab all. And on top of that, its own like card that it needs to do things with Legend Arms Alliance, you need a black and a red source on board. Which, since any of your cards are dual color except for Ragnamon, that means you need to have 2 different. You need to have like your black egg hatched with like a red rookie on board, or some other manner, a combination of the colors. You basically have to like very like when we first got dual colors, pretty much to proc effects.
They've done this deck so dirty. And we see Anthony just doing it. Anthony things. He's got a Chaos X on board, or Chaosdramon on board. Got a big stack going.
Yeah, with the Machinedramon sources and loads of inheritables. He's got aggression. He's got board control. He's got tamer control. He's got everything. He's got it all.
Yeah.
Got memory gain if he tucks cards under there.
I mean, to be fair too, Nathan's doing probably the smart thing, which is just build in the back so that you ensure that your stack lives. But like you said here, like it's rough because I mean, like, what can he really do? You know, he can like start building a stack, but now that Anthony's got, I believe, the Metal Greymon that allows him to like swing into unsuspended pieces, he can't even just like play out a body because it's just gonna get slapped next turn.
Yeah. So what he needs to do here is he needs to hope that when he pushes up this Duranda, when he swings with it,
he hits a body.
He reveals a card. So the whole thing you want to do with Duranda normally, is you want to play a rookie when you have Duranda on board. Then that rookie will place itself underneath Duranda, and then Duranda can swing, reveal top 3 cards of the deck, play out either play out either the level 5s you want for the deck, and then can play that for free because you can play it with a play cost of 7 or less without paying the memory cost. And then he can evo into Ragna. And Durando does gain sec +1 off of a card being tucked in his sources and +3 KDP, so he's 14k for those checks on top of all of his inheritables. Although I think some of his inheritables do actually let him spit out something.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, I don't really know what you could do. I mean, you could spit out that second body, but I don't think anything allows you to DNA Digivolve after the turn is over, at least right now. Correct? Unless the level 5s allow you to do that, but I don't think they do.
The level 5s do, yeah.
They do.
They have end of turn. Immediate Digivolve this Digimon.
That might be a play, is just to like throw out a level 5 and DNA.
So his Duramon has end of turn, lets him DNA. Well, he doesn't need to play level 5 right now. He needs to hard drop something. The Zubamon though being played out lets him reveal top card.
Oh yeah, hard drop the level 6. Sorry, not the level 5. Which we see there, I guess. Ooh, okay.
Oh, okay. Go into the old Ragna.
Keeps
It's a fair
her-
tech.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because he gains memory. Oh man, it is hard to keep up with what Ragna does. Though. It's been a while since I played it. I'm trying to figure out how he revealed 3 when he did the thing with Duranda to play a card because I don't think he paid memory for putting a card in sources. So I'm trying to figure out how he did that. But it's fine.
Oh
It's
no,
whatever.
Izzy with Izzy does have reboot, which is fair. But I think Anthony's also set for, if he has it, he could potentially do Ragna himself as well. I don't think we see that here. Oh, he does. I think he does have a Ragna in there. Goes ahead to swing using Garjo's effect.
Now,
yeah.
I do believe when he went into the Ragna, place 1 Durandamon or 1 Ragnaloardmon from your hand on top of this card situation to gain 3 memory. Did he place a Did he place a Bryway or did he place a second Duranda or somewhere? I don't even know what he has under there.
I think he put it underneath.
The Bryway's at the it's supposed to be on top, not
Yeah.
at the bottom. Before anyone says anything, yeah. Which could be important here because that can make the difference for this for the
Digivolve True.
Digivolution stuff. Yeah,
True.
I lost the ability to speak.
You've been digivolved. Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, yeah, I feel like he's just in a rough spot. Anthony's got such a sticky board right now, and you know, Ragna outside of the Ragna top end itself doesn't have a lot of good ways to deal.
No hits. Full whip on the Black Man boost.
Oh, that's rough. Goes ahead, swings for 2 checks. Does hit a mat, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. What does one do here?
As much he can do.
Yeah,
I think he forgot to hatch this turn as well. Just realizing.
And just goes ahead and passes. Does have reboot.
Yeah. But he doesn't have blocker because he needs to place a card in his sources to gain blocker, I believe, off the inheritables.
Correct.
Oh no, never mind. No, he just has it during opponent's
He just
turn.
has it? Okay.
Yeah, so he's a 14k blocker.
Uh-oh. I think I smell something coming here. But we do see Anthony. He did pitch, so he does gain a memory off of the mat and the analog. Goes into another Chaosdramon to slip more sources in.
Check out what the Bryway does, which the Bryway inheritable is that on opponent's turn, while he is a Ragnaloardmon, he isn't affected by his opponent's Digimon effects.
Fair. It does decide to block that here.
Yeah.
Which I think is good setup for Anthony here because he can do his Ragna play. That'll trash the remaining and then he swings.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's a fair block, but yeah, I don't think Nathan knew he had that Anthony runs Ragna in his deck. But yeah, that's just kind of feels bad, man. You're playing the deck that the card is designed for, and you get bodied by just a completely different deck.
Which, I mean, it just goes to show that, like, I mean, this is not by any means a knock on Nathan at all. I mean, kudos for number 1, bringing Ragna to a locals like this and playing basically the starter deck. But also, too, like, I just think it just shows how dirty Bandai did Ragna. Because, I mean, like, it's such a good card. Like, as an isolated card, it's really good. Yeah, it just, like, the deck that it wants to be a part of is just shit.
They made it a pain to get into with the deck that it wants to be part of, but it made it so easy for Machine because Machine has so many pieces just to go into a level 6 so fast.
Yeah.
And then just stick on board so you don't have to worry about your pieces leaving. It's rough because ideally what they wanted to do is they wanted to have Duranda be able to spit out at level 5, and then you go into Bryway, and then you end a turn, Jogress into Ragna, and like just do like 5 checks in a turn. But it doesn't work that way 90% of the time. And it doesn't help them that they made their one option card that's for them dual color. And also it's a 4 cost.
I mean, like the fact that Master to Disciple is 2 and pretty much does what... I mean, it's not the exact same effect, but it's like the same idea. Like, the fact that it costs 4 is just dirty.
I mean, it's rude. It's nice in the fact that it plays one of your level 5s without paying the cost. but you're passing turn every time you do it most of the time. So it's just rough.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, shout out to both players for a well-played match. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Let us know what you think overall of this series down below. And like I said in the previous video, the reaction to the ban list that is dropping as of yesterday will be down in the comment or in the video description below, so feel free to check that out. Probably a lot to talk about. We are recording this prior to the ban list. We're on the eve of it, so we're pretty excited to see what has happened, and we'll be talking about it very shortly. And we'll either catch you over there or catch you on the next set of commentary. Bye bye.
Oh.